Yes, I meant the title. Why Law of Attraction Doesn't Work. I'm going to take this further. If you know my teachings, welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube. And we're going to talk about this right now because what I'm going to tell you could be so much easier, and you're probably wondering why you struggle with manifesting things in your life. I'm going to discuss it right now. Get ready. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an awesome, amazing life. I'm going to give you the tools to manifest anything. What? Yeah, I really am. Okay. You know, my mission is to raise the frequency of the planet one light being at a time. And all you have to do is focus on you. When you focus on you, you can not only create an amazing life, you can affect everybody around you because we're one energy. So many times we're focused out here and we want to change this or change that person or fix somebody, or we're always judging all day. That's a really dangerous one because that's separation. That's saying I'm right, you're wrong, and then that's why the whole world is a cluster, you know what. What are we going to talk about today? Law of attraction is that putting something out there that I must change, manipulate, or bring to me. That is not how things work. By the way, I had some moles froze, so I'm hiding my neck purposely. It's not to distract you. So let's talk about that. This out here is not separate from you. Nothing's separate from you. That person you judge is you. I know this is going to sound cray-cray, but I have actually experienced this where I've actually seen people and there was no separation between me and that person. Even though it was a separate body, I connected to absolutely everything on this really bizarre level where you realized I am that energy and you felt like you were that other person expressing themselves. Okay, I'm getting a little out there. Somebody said the other day to me, well, you talk about some stuff that's a little out there. I said, you know what? Everybody's ready to accept this because science is proving this all to be true. So why would you think there's some law that says you have to track something? Now, if you look up, you can Google this. I mean, I'm not making this stuff up, right? There is no law of attraction. It was a term used, gosh, over 100 years ago, maybe even before that, you know, way before that. It was a term coined, in other words, stating that what you're doing and thinking is affecting something out there. You attract it. It was just a term. It's not a real law. It was really somebody recognizing quantum physics before it was happening, right? All right. So we're way past that. We know that quantum physics is real and that our thoughts are affecting whatever we're focused upon. A wave is a probability. It turns into a particle the more we focus on it. Now I have a mobile app coming out this month. This is February of 2020. And hopefully these things will disappear here shortly. 2020, and here's what we're going to do. It's, what are you manifesting? My 3-second manifesting. All day long, you got to catch it, catch it, catch it. But you're not attracting it. You're actually shifting into that. So whatever I focus on becomes my reality. There's not some thing out there, and if I say enough mantras, I'll draw it in. Every thought counts. Everything you're thinking counts. If I have a thought, it's manifesting. And the more you have that thought, the more it comes into your reality. Because, right, let's say you're scattered all over the place. You're thinking this and that and this and yes and no and whatever, and nothing ever really happens. Maybe you get a little bit of good, a little bit of bad, and your life is like totally in disarray. That is lack of focus. And that's it. You're manifesting that. You're not attracting anything. Oh, why am I not attracting it? I'm not seeing the right things. Yeah, that's true. You're not thinking, believing, saying, all of that stuff consistently the thing that you desire. All the other times you're thinking about something else. My manifesting, it's like 750,000 views on 3 seconds to manifest anything. Why is that popular? It's simple. Get rid of the, oh, I have to attract, and if I, no, you have a thought, you're manifesting. There's nothing to attract. You're in control of everything. So even if somebody does something to you, it's all part of the scenario. You know, we talked about Kobe Bryant dying. Why do people die at certain times? They really do order it, right? And sometimes they've accomplished their goals and they're out of here. We don't know. We don't have all those answers because we all have our own individual journeys within the one energy. It's experiencing everything it possibly can be, and you're one of those expressions. But you are not separate from it, right? Which means you're the very thing that you desire. You are that thing. It's just energy. And I know it's weird because how can I be the thing I desire? I'm a human. No, you're not a human. You're the energy that animates the human. You're the experience. The human just happens to be the role, the experience of being human, which is very unique and really a mess, to be honest with you. And this is why we keep judging, separating. This is right. This is how it is. Everybody's allowed their opinion. Express yourself, absolutely. But what is that opinion? What are those thoughts? What are those beliefs? They're manifesting. They're coming into reality. You're not attracting them. You are actually bringing it into the physical world through your focus. So if you want to call that attraction, doesn't bother me what you call it. But when you think of something separate or out there from yourself, you're not understanding your power. You are the energy. There's just one. And it is just expressing itself. It's like saying, I'm not this finger. Well, then what are you? Are you the hand? Are you the arm? Are you the whole thing? Well, if I took your finger off, would you not be you? That's how energy is. That's who you are. There is no separation between, well, if I remove this, no, it never goes away. You are the whole. You are the one. You are what you think. You are what you focus on. You manifest it into the physical world because this is a role we're playing that we're experiencing. So we get to create material things which aren't material at all. It's really a hologram, but that's okay. It seems real to us. So we don't have to go into the cray-cray space, right? What are you manifesting, right? Law of attraction. Get it out of your head. If it's not working for you, then let's go over to, if I have a thought, it manifests. Some people say, manifesting doesn't work for me. I say, yes, how can it not work? You're doing it 24/7. You are nothing but manifesting. The one does nothing but create. It manifests, it transitions, it transforms, it goes to this and then this and then this. You can never die. You always were. It's out there, right? It's not like, wow, what? Okay, so back to law of attraction. Why don't you just put that aside and see if this works for you? I'm manifesting. I'm manifesting. Pretty clear, isn't it? Yikes, had a thought, manifesting. Ooh, she's not so, but whoop, manifesting. What's that? You're going in lower frequency. What's in lower frequency? Some pretty nasty stuff down there. I don't want to hang out there. I don't know about you. Yeah? Let's hang out up here. What am I manifesting? No law of attraction. I think it, and the more I think it, the more it becomes. So if you think the world is a mess, the world's a mess for you. It's not for me. If you think there's chemtrails, those will be chemtrails to you. They aren't. Those are contrails. Ask any pilot, all right? Get that, and that's that paranoia. So what are you going to do about it anyways? Focus on you. Focus on you and what reality you create, because you and I have different realities. We could be in the same room, and I remember being in a room with a friend, and she said, oh, these are a bunch of drunk, icky people. I said, oh, I see a lot of people happy. We were at a bar. I see a bunch of happy people laughing, just having a good time, and the music was amazing. She said, it's loud. She saw the world differently, and so that was her reality, and we're standing in the same room. I said to her, we're in a different room right now, and this is how your life works. There's nothing to attract. She and I were in the exact same room, looking at the exact same things, and she saw a completely different reality. There was no attraction going on. It was a viewpoint, a thought, and a belief. You got to change that if you want to change your reality. What are you manifesting? So, law of attraction, I use that term all the time because people relate to it, but I know what it's doing. It's separating you from that which you desire. You are it. Your thought is it. Your belief it is. And then you can have those thoughts. Oh, I have $1 million. You don't believe it. You're not believing it. So that thought and those feelings all connected. LandriaOnkka.com. Go take Breakthrough Fear. It's helping people to transform out of those thoughts. Let's learn how to do it every day. Where's it coming from? Why am I thinking this? Why am I believing it? Let's switch over. What am I? You know, what power do I hold? We focus, we learn how to focus on envisioning what we desire. We learn 6 weeks, use Inspiration with Landria. That's the code for 25% off. Instead of the 6 weeks, you get it for a year. Go get trained. Go on one of my webinars. That's LandriaOnkka.com. This is my internet training here, up here. That's free workshop. We talk about getting training. Change your reality. Switch it. Get rid of the fear. What are you afraid? There's nothing to be afraid of. You are it. I am everything, so how can I be afraid of it? We're going to talk about that later, too. Does this make sense? No law of attraction. That's separation. I am it. I am the reality. I create the reality. And you can say, well, but right now, no, you created right now. So you have to change those thoughts to bring the new reality in, because if right now you're broke or sad or lonely or sick, all those thoughts up to this point have created it. So it's not going to go away overnight. You have to switch over into being the new person. I just did it. I just decided I was going to switch into being a different person that's going to go to the next level of the things that I desire in my life, which means I have to behave differently. There's not too much I have to do, but what's that person, how does that person think on that next level? You just switch your reality, and you cannot be the same person thinking the same negative thoughts and having the same negative beliefs. I know it's difficult. You have to break these patterns. My mobile app will be out. Go take one of my courses. Get on one of my webinars. In February, we're doing Activate Perfect Love. You want a great relationship with your current spouse or somebody new. You want to meet somebody. Come join me. We'll talk about that. I'll talk about what does that take, and how do you create an amazing relationship, and how do you get this all right to make sure that you attract that person you're not attracting. You're going into that level. They're on the 10th floor, you're down here. You don't attract them. You got to go up to that 10th floor where that amazing person is. That means your reality has to shift. Does that make sense? I'll see you in the next video. You're whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Subscribe to my channel. Share the videos. This is how we get the word out. This is how we change reality. This is how we shift the frequency. And I appreciate you. Namaste.